lovelies, Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. Here we are, brand new week, my friends. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you already. If you are brand new and you just tripped over this craziness here, welcome to Ten of Cups Tarot. I hope that you will stay. There is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner if you're interested in staying. And if you are the ride or die, this reading is why I come back. I keep reading for you guys. So this reading is going to be for all the signs. I have 12 decks. I'm going to read for all the signs, and I'm going to read all the way from Aries to Pisces. And I'm going to mark everything down below in the description with the timings, so you can just scroll this video and find what it is that you need in terms of energies. I'm just going to ask you to please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. In fact, stop watching tarot if you don't have an intuition, because you will be led everywhere by whoever you watch. So if you don't have your intuition in place and you don't trust your gut, you don't trust yourself, it's probably not a good idea to be watching tarot. So if you are looking for a private read, my friends, private reads are open and available at the bottom of all of my videos. Every one of them, there is a note pinned to the top of the comment section that gives you all of the information that you need to be able to find me over at Wizio. All my pricings and packages are over at Wizio. And if you're interested, I'm totally right on time. Actually, I'm a little bit ahead of time with my readings right now. So I would look forward to reading you if that's what you want to do with your time and your money. So I will also read for things like not just love. This isn't just a love reading. I will also read for home, hearth, money, things that are going on in your 3D world, your abundance. That's why I call Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, because I don't just want to know about love. I want to know about your finances, your abundance as well. All right, so love is not the priority in these readings, but sometimes it does come up, and of course I'm going to read that as well. So let's do it. Let's start with Aries. Start with Aries. Tell me about Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's get on with it. Aries, what is coming up for you this week? Sneak peek for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries. What do we need to know about Aries, please? Ooh, all right. We start right there, Aries. It's because I said I'm not just reading for love, right? And all of a sudden the Two of Cups pops up. Here we go. Tell me about the Two of Cups for Aries. This is for this week, Aries, the next 7 days. What's going on with the Two of Cups? We do have the Mother of Cups, who is the Queen. Tell me more. We also have the Six of Wands. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Aries, I feel like you are getting serious about somebody. That's what it feels like. Your feelings are getting more serious. This could be someone you're with right now. This could be someone that you're thinking about who might be in the future. But it does feel like you're really getting serious about this person, because the Ten of Pentacles is here. You're sort of beginning to think long-term about this person and what you do want for the long term. We do have the Six of Wands here. I want to say that you've transformed from something that happened back there, Aries. It feels like you've been carrying a lot of trauma, a lot of heavy things, I want to say, that you've gone through you've gone through a dark night of the soul, or you've come from a place where there's been a lot of tragedy or trauma. It feels like you're about to get victory. I feel like your cycle is changing. So tell me, how are you feeling with this full moon that happened yesterday? Because I feel like you're closing up a chapter and you're about to step over the finish line to something that's really exciting, very victorious, I would say, with the Ten of Pentacles. The Mother of Cups, to me, this can be someone who is a mother. So it could be your mother, or it could be somebody that you're interested in that is a mother. But please understand that we have all humans, plants, animals have feminine and masculine energy. It depends where we lean. So this particular Queen of Cups is feminine leaning, but also has masculine energy. And so this reading can be for a feminine or a masculine. I feel like you are making a choice. It feels like you're choosing something. I want to say that you've transformed and you're looking at things very different these days. The victories that you get, Six of Wands, the victories that you are about to come to, I feel like you're looking at what victory means to you, and it means something different now than it did before. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the Two of Cups, please. Tell me about the Two of Cups. We have the King of Swords. I feel like you're about to speak your feelings to somebody, possibly. You're about to be really honest about your choice in love. Tell me more. We have Justice. Something must be said. You're trying to make things right here, Aries. That's what it feels like. You are about to make things right by expressing your feelings. Whatever is in your head, I feel, is also in your heart. The King of Swords is somebody who's very interested in justice, truth, honor, right? This person's quite noble in the upright. This person is somebody who you can really trust. I feel like it feels like this is your energy. I know you're a fire sign, but you could have air. You don't have to, because these court cards, they are people, but they also can be energies, right? So I feel like the King of Swords is here to say that you have an invested interest in justice. And I feel like you've been blocked from justice. We've got 2 swords, one in the hand of the king and one in justice. It feels like there's been a block here, a block from making a choice. It feels like you felt you had no choice, but I want to say that I feel like it was up in your mind. I don't feel like you were taking action on it. I do see Wands here, which is taking action, but it does look like what you're taking action on is some sort of a long-term decision here, that you're going to have some victory in something that is going to be long-term legacy. You also, for some of you, this could mean money, right? You could be finally getting that promotion, getting the job that you wanted, getting the raise that you wanted, victory in pentacles, right? So it does feel like for some of you, this could be finances that are you're about to have victory in some sort of financial investment that is going to pay out for you. But of course, it can be in the workplace as well. We've got Libra energy here, as well as Aquarius and Gemini energy. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and Leo. We've got the Tower. Oh boy. So I'm saying oh boy because it feels like there's a change coming that you don't necessarily see. It feels like maybe you feel the rumbles, Aries. There's a tower, I feel, that is coming up this week here, but the tower, I feel, is going to reveal things. It's going to be very revealing. It's going to reveal the truth. It's going to bring things back into balance here, and I feel like it's having to do with love, with the 2 of Cups here. There is somebody here who is possibly a water sign. They don't have to be, but they could be someone who's compassionate and kind, has a psychic intuition, or just is empathic, right? This person, I feel, is the person that you want to get victory with, and I feel that there is some sort of a realization or clarity that's coming to you that you have to make things right with somebody. And I feel like the thing you want to make right with somebody is somebody that you do have romantic feelings for. Tell me more. We've got the 5 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords. Very interesting. I feel that there is somebody who was rejected, and it feels like it is something that you've been hanging on to emotionally. It feels like regret and sadness. We do have the 5 of Cups here. The 4 of Cups tells me that you're in a place of stagnancy right now with this person. I feel like this person is somebody that you've never expressed your love for or feelings for, and I feel like you're no longer going to be able to avoid it or ignore it, because the Tower is here. The Tower is here to break things wide open. Yes, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, they are 2 that understand each other, right? They could be mirroring each other. They're also 2 people who are highly intelligent. They're very honest. This one is very much engaged as Libra, because this is Libra, right? Somebody who is also has an invested interest in balance, justice, things coming out, making things right. So I feel like this is somebody that you may have rejected in the past because of the 4 of Cups that's coming up with the Queen of Swords. But I feel like the Queen of Swords just kind of carried on with their life and did their own thing. And although I'm sure that it was a bit of devastation, this person, I feel, is somebody who is feeling sad for not talking to you. I also feel that there is a lot of overwhelming feelings here. There's an overwhelming emotional feeling here. Somebody here wants to engage with the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment. I feel like it is the Queen of Swords. Tell me more. We've got the Eight of Wands. There is going to be communication between these two, I feel. So whether this is your energy or not, I feel like this is the energy that's coming through for two people that are coming back together. It's a realization on your part, though, Aries, that there is something that you need to make right, because I feel like it's something that's really got your heart, like, you know, like it feels like it's squeezing on your heart. It's something that you really want to figure out. Something you want to dump this energy of this overwhelming emotional sadness about something. I feel like this person here is somebody that you have not been speaking with, because this person is very honest like you, and sometimes these two people can get into a sword fight, right? Sometimes they're both highly intelligent. They have lots of words, big vocabularies, but they're also truthfully and honest with each other to a point of cringe, right? Like it can be really tough, like, ow, you know, like we're going to say things to each other, and it's got to come out on the table. That's what it feels like. Something has got to be put out. All the things that we were hiding here in the Tower energy, this illusion that was built up between you and another person, Aries, that we couldn't talk, that we're not supposed to talk. It feels like things are coming into balance here. Tell me more. What is the outcome here for Aries, please? What's going to happen between these two? It's healing. You are, I feel, going to reach out to somebody here, and I feel it's for the purpose of healing. It's also, I feel that somebody here, one of you is a star. You're in the public eye. You have a spotlight on you, possibly. You might have a platform, or maybe you're a public speaker. Maybe you have a business that is a public business. We have the devil energy here. So it feels like, I feel like what you want, Aries, is you've been obsessively thinking about, how do I heal this? How do I approach the Queen of Swords? We do have the Death card, because I need to transform the situation. We need to talk about changing things. Why did it end? How did it end? And how can we fix it? I feel like you have deep feelings for somebody here that you're not acknowledging, or that you've been pushing down and putting food on top of it, pushing down and putting alcohol on top of it, pushing it down and putting Netflix on top of it. Like it feels like you're trying to push it down and not pay attention to it. But I feel like this week is the week where you gain the confidence enough to actually speak with this person. I feel with the Eight of Wands here that you are going to reach out. I feel like you see this person as a long-term connection for you. The Ace of Wands is here, and we've got the Hanged Man. So first you're trying to gain perspective on why you can't stop thinking about this person. So either you've known them for a long time, Aries, or this is somebody that is that makes you feel like they're home, like they feel like home. They feel like this is somebody that you want to grow roots with, or maybe you do have roots with this person. But I feel like you're getting a perspective on what you want, and I think what you want is absolute happiness and excitement and a new path. And I feel like what you've been doing is gaining confidence to be able to approach the Queen of Swords, because I feel like you have something to confess. That might only be for a few of you. But we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We do have Scorpio twice. We have Libra, more Gemini, more Aquarius, Capricorn, more Aquarius. Look, there's lots of air here. There's been a lot of thinking, not a bunch of talking, and I feel like when two people come together, they're going to put it all out on the table. We do have Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer as well. This is the week for the talk. For those of you who are planning on reaching out, not all of you will. Not all of you think that you are supposed to or that you have to, and that's okay. I feel like I'm doing that reading for those of you who are going to be reaching out. All right, let's talk about my bull gang. Taurus, tell me what's coming up for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus, please. And Taurus, if you are interested in a private read, please look below this video at the pinned comment. You will see everything that you need there to book me for a reading. Tell me about Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. Taurus, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Isn't that a curious way to begin here? I feel like you're avoiding conflict with somebody here. I feel like you've chosen peace over conflict. And I feel like maybe you're spending some time alone. I feel like you're backing away from people who would disturb your peace, who would disturb your peace, who want to argue with you, who just won't listen, right? Like it feels like I'm just, when people are not listening, you should stop talking. And I think that's what you're doing here. But I also feel that it's put you into a place of internal thinking. Like it feels like you are thinking about the Five of Swords in the reverse, which is, I feel like you're wanting to choose to forgive somebody for some words that were said, possibly. The Ace of Swords. I feel like you are going to get some communication here, Taurus, possibly. We have the Four of Wands. I feel like you're trying to get some clarity on how you feel about a situation. And do you really even want it anymore? It's like a willingness to reconcile our thoughts or speak about something. Maybe we'll come to a resolution or a compromise in something here. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So it does feel like that there is something that's on your mind here, that you do want to speak to somebody and get some sort of stability and maybe, be happy and have some celebration, come back together, it feels like, in maybe a social situation. You might want to invite someone over to your home, or maybe you get an invitation to go over to someone else's home. But I feel like the Nine of Cups is here because it's an indication that I think things are going to work out the way you want them to work out. So tell me why we weren't talking. Tell me about this Five of Swords for Taurus. We've got the Three of Pentacles. Somebody pushed somebody else into the friend zone. That's what it feels like here. We decided it's better off if we just stay friends and we don't date. Tell me more. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords. Taurus, it feels like you do want to have a conversation because I think that you have feelings for somebody that is someone that you know. They could be at your place of work. They could be just in your community, or they are a friend of a friend. It feels like you have deep feelings for this person. The Three of Pentacles showing up next to the Queen of Cups tells me that you've never dated this person, that they've been in the friend zone, that this is somebody that you enjoy talking to, you like seeing. It feels like you do have feelings for them, I think, but you've really never expressed the feelings because when you see them, your heart is in this little cage at the bottom here. And I feel like when you see them, it's more business, I want to say, professional, head over heart. We're going to talk about Pentacles, but I feel like that you do have feelings for somebody here. It does feel like with the Five of Swords that there probably was some sort of a conflict or a disagreement, and it feels like it could have been a long time ago, possibly 3 years ago, right? Maybe 9 months for some of you, 4 weeks for others of you. It's been silent though, but I feel like there's about to be a conversation here, and I feel like you're about to be really honest with your feelings because that's what's going to give you balance. This is somebody that you've not dated before, and I feel like you're going to be honest about your feelings, whether you're feminine or masculine. We've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Why is that? We've got the Page of Cups. And we've got the Seven of Swords. You've been hiding feelings. You've been hiding feelings, and I think, Taurus, that it almost feels like it's somebody that you see on a regular basis, somebody that you're probably attracted to, but you haven't shown them that. It feels like it would be inappropriate based on the situation. Like it would be inappropriate, and I feel it's because maybe it's a group of friends, right? Maybe it's a group of friends or a community. It could be a ball team, right? Somebody who's on your team. That's why I'm saying it's corporate. Could be somebody who's on your team who really supports you, but it feels like it's in a professional setting. But I feel like you here have been harboring or hiding this Page of Cups energy here, that you do have affection for this person, that it is, I feel like it's that you've always wanted to to start something here, but you're not the person who chases, so you're not the person who's going to chase somebody else. It feels like you want to know for sure if that person even has a little bit of feelings for you or is attracted to you at least before you stand forward here. What else do we have? We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So it feels like there's challenges with communication, I want to say. With the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, there's challenging communication. It feels like what you don't want to happen is misinformation, right? You have a lack of clarity about how this person feels about you, but because of the Three of Pentacles, I feel it's almost taboo or off limits in a certain situation, it feels like. We do have the Queen of Pentacles, the outcome. It's the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and Temperance. You know what? I feel like after a really long time, it feels like two people have not spoken to each other in a really long time. Something has been preventing, holding it back, holding this person back. So Taurus, with the Queen of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here, I feel like what you want, what you're wishing for, what you're being patient for is I feel that you want a long-term relationship, but I don't know that you know how to go about this. For some reason, it feels like you've been holding back or going over details that have been, I see this as like the writer who's like editing and editing the edits and editing the edits and the edits. It's like you get caught up in your own energy, and so it's like too emotionally exhausting that it's time to just put it down and go on with your life. But we do have the King of Pentacles here. I feel like this person sees you. They see your worth. The King of Pentacles understands the worth of the Queen of Pentacles. These two people are kind of built for each other. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, these two people will make a lot of money together. It feels like this person is taking their time. Whether they are an earth sign or not, this could just be an indication that this person is taking their time before they decide who they're going to settle down with. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's quite abundant, so they will be sharing a lot of whatever it is that they have built. However, I feel like you've built your own kingdom. I want to say that it feels like this person feels like they need to be really careful with who they pick, but so do you. So do you. I feel like you have your own kingdom to deal with here. So tell me about Taurus. Tell me what happens between these two people, because I feel like there's a soulmate connection here. This is somebody who I feel that you've just been friends with and you don't know how they feel about you. And I feel like you want to be honest with this person, but it doesn't feel like you think that you can, because the Seven of Swords is here. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to have to stand up for yourself, because the difference between the 3 and the 10 is the 7. So it feels like you're going to have to stand up for yourself, make sure your boundaries are in place. You're going to have to work on what you're going to say. But I feel like you first need to drop some burdens before you can expand. It's like this seems like something that's burdensome. It's almost like two people know, like you're attracted to them, you know that you want them, they know they're attracted to you, they know they want you, but it's like this Three of Pentacles is something that is the block. It's blocking you two from talking, because you're in a friend group, a community, you're on a team, you're working together, whatever it is. So I feel like we need to talk about that. We've got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's lots of passion here. Look, it's about to move forward here. The Three of Cups. I feel like you might be invited somewhere, or you might be in some sort of celebratory mood. The Wheel of Fortune is here. When the Three of Cups is here with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like everything is going to be fine. It's going to be really good, Taurus. The Three of Cups, of course, being excitement and celebration, being with friends, being with a group of friends. We go from the Three of Pentacles to the Three of Cups, right? So it could be, maybe you'll end up showing this person feelings here with the Wheel of Fortunes here, which tells me it's divine timing. Something is about to change, and what's about to change is the Knight of Wands. It feels like somebody is going to show their desire. So whether it's you showing it to them or them showing it to you, something is about to take flight this week. There's about to be a little bit of movement here. So we do have Aquarius energy here. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. There we go. Taurus. All right. Let's look at Gemini. sneak peek for the week for Gemini, please. Tell me what's coming up with Gemini. Gemini, if you are interested in a private read, please look below this video, pinned to the comments. You will see all the information you need to book a reading. Tell me about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. Gemini, we have the King of Pentacles. You're looking pretty good this week. I feel like finances are pretty good for you. I feel like, you know, it's growing. I want to say you're stable. Things are looking pretty good for you. Oh, you might be worrying a little bit about your finances, though. The thing is I feel like it's worry that you don't have to worry about. Like, it feels like you shouldn't worry because you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. But there are people who live in scarcity, right? There are people who live, even though they have gobs of money, millions of dollars. We see it all the time with celebrities, right? That some people live in scarcity. Even though I'm solid and grounded, I got a house, I got a car, I got money in the bank, they still feel in scarcity. They still find things to worry about. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. You might be worrying about business, Gemini. A business that you've begun, a business that you're running. Yeah, you know what? This is kind of the worry of every entrepreneur, I think. Until you get to a certain place financially, the worry of every entrepreneur is one day I could have it all and one day it could all crash to the ground. And I think that somebody here is worrying about finances. I want to say that you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. So if you are the person who is very giving, an overgiver, that you like to give to charities, help people, that kind of thing, that the reason that you don't really have to, I feel like you still manifest, but really you're in this roundabout with the universe, right? You throw it at the universe, the kindness, the goodness, the overgiving, and they throw it back. And I feel like whatever you touch is going to turn to gold here. So I don't think that there's a whole lot that you should worry about, but I feel like it's confidence and stability that you worry about. And it's like I say, it's every entrepreneur's nightmare, right? Anytime you start a business, you'll worry about stability, confidence, money. Got the Ace of Swords. Got the Star. It feels like I don't think you have anything to worry about because it's telling me here you got to heal your thoughts. You got to start being more hopeful instead of looking at things like they might crash to the ground. It feels like that. I feel like coming up this week for you is going to be this place where you have to stop fighting your mind. You have to stop telling yourself that it's not working out the way you want it to. I think that it is. I think that your worry is the Ten of Swords, but I think that things are working out the way that they should here. We've got the Three of Pentacles. This is how I think that you feel. I feel like you are the King of Pentacles, that your money is good and things are going fine for you, Gemini, but I feel like you overthink it. And we do have the Three of Pentacles here, which tells me maybe it's time for you to get out there and do some networking. Get out and find some people, find your community, your network of people. Maybe it's time for you to talk to other people and find out how they feel. Maybe you don't know that other entrepreneurs feel the same way as you. I also feel like you want to heal some sort of a friendship here. It does feel like it's like somebody that you used to work with, a friend in the community, a friend of a friend. It feels like an acquaintance or a colleague. It feels like you want to mend something with that person, possibly, that you have hope that there's going to be conversation with somebody here. What else do we need to know? We have the Page of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Sun. So first things first, what I want to say is, if you're a person who worries about money because you're not really the numbers person, if you're the person who, I know you're all about the facts, but I feel like the details are being missed. So maybe you are not jumping headfirst into your finances. Maybe that's something that you need to do. I'm just saying that because the Page of Swords is here. And the Page of Swords is the student. So it feels like there's something that you need to learn. And so in order to learn, you need to have other people in your life, which is the Three of Pentacles, which tells me that you need to get into a network of people that do what you do, a network of entrepreneurs. It feels like, I feel like you need to be amongst people who feel the same way that you do in order to heal the overthinking that you're doing here. We do have the Four of Cups, and we have the Sun. So I feel like you're in a lull. If we are talking about business, that we're sort of in a lull of business right now. And I feel like you're coming up with some sort of an idea. I feel like you're smart enough to carry it. You're coming up with an idea that is going to work. You're having some sort of a realization about some sort of big idea. I feel like there's been like a, you know, maybe a dip in your business here. Or maybe even you're starting to get bored with where you work or what you do. So I feel like you will come up with some sort of a breakthrough, a realization with the King of Swords. It's like a big idea or a realization, a thought pattern that I feel that's going to teach you something here. It does feel like somebody here is kind of getting bored with either where they work or maybe the people that you're hanging out with. What's the outcome here, please? We have the Five of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. So moving on from conflict and closing the door, what is this? We have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Hermit energy, and we have the Two of Pentacles again. The Hermit has their light out to the Ten of Pentacles, your healing finances. It does feel like for some of you, maybe you are having financial issues. It's time to get a hold of that so you don't have to go through this worrisome energy here. It does feel like you're fighting in the mind. It feels like the Five of Swords is you fighting yourself. It's time to move on from that and close the door on that. The only way you're going to do it is by hiring someone to look at your finances if you don't know how to do it yourself and teach you what it is that you need to know. I feel like for you, it's finances today. Knight of Swords, there you are. What's this? The Seven of Cups. Yeah, so there's thoughts that are overwhelming for you, and you want to settle them down and go over the details. It really does feel like somebody here is making a whole lot of money, but maybe you don't see it right now. Maybe you've got things tied up in, you know, maybe you've got a lot of things in the warehouse. Maybe you've got a lot of product that's waiting. I feel like you don't see the abundance here, and it's time to heal some of the ways that you're thinking about your abundance. It's time to close the door on this scarcity stuff here. You're about to make some sort of a decision with your finances that I feel is going to be a great big idea, right? We've got the Two of Pentacles, we've got the King of Swords and the Sun. It's like the official person. So either you are the official person making the decision or the official person is going to teach you something. We did see the Page of Swords. So we do have the World card, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, more Leo, Virgo, more Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, of course, because we've got a lot of air energy here, more Aquarius. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I think that for you this week, you're very focused on your pentacle world, where all the money that's coming in, all the money that's going out, what do I have in product? It feels like somebody here is either at the workplace feeling like I don't make enough money, where is all the money going? I feel like you're very focused on your pentacle world this week. All right, let's look at Cancer. Tell me what's coming up for Cancer this week. Sneak peek for this week for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, if you are interested in a private read, please look for the pinned comment above the comments. Everything you need is there if you'd like to book. Tell me about Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week for Cancer. Ooh, Cancer. Coming up with the Ace of Cups. It feels like this week is opening up for you in an emotional way. It feels like you're... we've got the Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Some sort of a partnership that I feel you're beginning to get feelings for. But I feel like it's a friendship. Like I feel like right now you're in a partnership with somebody who is working with you on your team, supports your ideas. And I feel like you're getting feelings for this person, but I also feel that you don't want to tell this person because you're scared that they're going to reject you. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, you really do. It feels like there is somebody here who you work with or somebody here who you're in a partnership with. So could be a friend, could be a friend of a friend, could be someone you work with. Take it as it resonates for you. The Three of Pentacles is about partnership. It is about cheering someone on. I feel like there is somebody in your life who's very supportive of you. Somebody who's supportive of whatever work you do, where you work, what you do, how you make your money. It feels like this Three of Pentacles, it tells me that I feel like you're getting feelings for this person. You might take them out and tell them that. We do have the three cups here, right? Which is celebration, happiness, reunion. I feel like this Three of Swords is a problem though. I feel like it's a whole problem here, Cancer. It feels like what's standing between you and telling this person how you feel is that you're scared of rejection. Tell me about the Three of Swords, please. We have the Hierophant, we have the Moon energy, and we have Justice. So you want to know what's coming before it arrives. And I want to say to you, check with your intuition, because you do have psychic intuition. The Moon is here. And so the Moon is telling me that things are not as they appear. The Hierophant is telling me that this person could be the person that we're talking about. Could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, could be a Cancer or a Pisces that you're dealing with. But it does feel like, I feel like you're unsure about whether you want this to turn into some sort of commitment. So maybe you're a person who's kind of a commitment phobe, right? That you're not sure if you want the commitment, but you do have a lot of feelings for this person. You have fun when you go out. I feel like that there's fun. It feels like you flirt with them. There might be a little bit of romantic flirting going on, but I don't think it's really gotten into anything serious. I feel like what you're trying to avoid is some sort of a commitment. You don't know if this person wants a commitment, and I feel like it's got to come out. We got to talk about it here. That's when things get a little bit tough, when people won't open their mouths because they're scared of being rejected. That's why the Three of Swords is here. When we stop talking to each other, we go to the tarot reader. We stop talking to each other because we're scared we're going to get rejected. And you know, it happens a lot. Like, it happens to all of us, right? We've got the Ace of Cups. What is this? We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got the Five of Wands. Yeah, that's why you're holding back. I think you want to say something, but it looks here, Cancer, like you're holding back. The Five of Wands is telling me that you're within a tug and a pull within yourself. It feels like you are holding back. There's indecision here because you feel like there's too much competition for the person that you want. We could be talking about the Queen of Swords. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. You are feeling overwhelmed emotionally. It does feel like you don't know what you want at this time, and that's why you haven't said anything, because you just don't know what you want. You're not sure if you just want to date or go out a few times, or maybe just a little flirting is what you want. I don't know that you're ready for the full-blown commitment, and you need to prepare to make some sort of a decision here, because the Queen of Swords is eventually going to speak up. The Queen of Swords is going to say to you, what is going on here? I need to know what your intentions are, because I feel like the Queen probably has the same feelings. We've got the Justice here is the Ace of Swords, and we have the Ace of Swords in the hand of the Queen. It feels like the Queen would like a little bit of justice here. Tell me what's coming up in the future, please. We do have the World card. This is an accomplishment. It is an achievement, but it's things that are coming full circle. So I feel like this week could be a week that you do have a conversation about this with this person. Whether it feels like we're either going to go forward or we're going to close the door. It's one of those conversations. We do have the Four of Cups. You're scared of rejection. I feel like you're scared that somebody's going to reject this cup here. And we do have the Ten of Pentacles, because I feel like what you're more scared of is not that I feel like you're scared they're going to reject you, but I also feel like you're scared they're going to want something more permanent. And I don't think you're into something that's permanent, to be honest. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're kind of backed up behind the boundaries here. And I feel like what you want is friends with benefits. Feels like somebody here doesn't want the commitment, but wants the fun, wants the flirting, wants the excitement. And it feels like somebody here, yeah, we need to talk about it. Eight Wands are here. And the Seven of Wands is somebody's going to stand up for themselves. Somebody's got to stand up and say something. And whether or not we're going to work on this, no, either we're going to work on it or we're going to be done. I feel like there's a big conversation that's coming. There might be somebody here that you're dealing with that you can't let go of. You don't really want them, but you don't want to let them go. Like, that's what it feels like here. Or maybe it's them. Take it as it resonates. You could flip it. It's a general reading. I could be reading about them, but it does feel like I'm reading about you, because the Two of Cups is here. It does feel like I'm reading about you. So I feel like you have to make a decision to bring things into balance here. And I feel like you're not ready to do that. Things are not as they seem. This person might just want to date. Maybe they don't want a commitment either. And when I say commitment, I mean, this to me is the commitment. This is the marriage. I don't think that you want to get married again, but I also feel like this person here, the Queen, is going to tell you that they want something stable, sturdy, and long-term, even if it doesn't end up in marriage. So I feel like you have a decision to to make this week about whatever communication you're going to give this person. I feel like the talk happens this week for you. We do have Libra energy here. We've got Cancer and Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer. We do have Taurus as well. There we go. Lots of cups, lots of emotional energy, and you're very emotional. So I feel like it's really been hard for you to bring your feelings to the surface because you get super over emotional when we talk about feelings and what it is that you want from that. All right, Leo, here we are. What's the date today, Leo? It is the 20th. So look, could be today. That is the last day of Leo season. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you for that beautiful sunshine and all the energy that you brought to us in this Leo season. Let's talk about Leo. Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. You will see a pinned comment to the top of the comments. All the information you need is there. Tell me about Leo, please. What's coming up this week? Sneak peek for this week. Woo! Something just flew. What is that? All right. It ends up being the moon card. Isn't that interesting? Flew like right out of the deck. So Cancer and Pisces energy. Something here isn't as it seems this week. Tell me about the moon energy. You could be having some deep feelings about something this week as well. Tell me. Leo. Got the Six of Cups. Why is that? Feels like something's about to change between you and someone that you've known for a while here. We've got the Eight of Cups. And the Magician. Looking at the butterflies on the Six of Cups, I feel like you know who I'm talking about already. That it is somebody that you've known for a while, or somebody who feels like home, somebody that you have nostalgia with, emotional feelings from the past with. That's what it feels like here. It feels as though that we have this Six of Cups still stands between you and somebody else, but I feel like your feelings are deep. I feel like they're really deep, but I also feel like you're very detached from them. I feel like your deep feelings make you afraid, that you're scared. And I know you're not scared of a lot, but I also do know that you don't necessarily like to show all of those big feelings on the surface. So you're showing up here as a little bit detached from the core of who you are, from your soul energy. I feel like you do have all of the tools that you need, and you know that you have worth. What is going on here? Tell me about this moon energy. Tell me more about this moon energy here. What is not as it seems? What is not as it seems? We've got the Queen of Wands. So you're very attracted to somebody here. You know what? It feels like you're very attracted to somebody, but it feels like you want to stay single. You're independent. You want your own path, your own energy. The Three of Wands is here telling me that the three and the one that's in the hand of the Queen is telling me you want stability. You want to stabilize the passion between you and somebody else. But it also does feel like that what you're thinking about, what's in the moon energy here, is the thing that you're not bringing to the surface. And the thing that you're kind of hiding in the moon energy is the Three of Wands. I feel like you're waiting for someone else to sort of give you a clue or an idea that they're attracted to you or they want you around. But it almost feels a little bit of keeping somebody at arm's length with the Queen of Wands. It's like you don't want to give up your independence here. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Isn't that interesting? Because I just called it out, right? The 3 and the 1 is 4. And the Four of Wands is in the reverse. So I feel like you don't know what you want. I feel like you have a very deep connection to somebody, a soul connection, or somebody that you just can't stop thinking about. I feel like you think about this person on a loop. We have the Nine of Cups, Temperance, and the Emperor. Yeah, it almost feels like you're kind of happy by yourself. You're happy being patient. You're happy going slow. You don't need this to happen any quicker than it should. It feels like with the Moon energy that there's things that you're reconciling within the self. The Magician tells me you're reconciling something. Should I use the tools? I know I have the tools. I have the confidence to do it. I know who I am. I can manifest whatever I want. And I'm happy. I'm already happy. It's not like you need a relationship to make you happy. It feels like you're happy being on your own, being independent, because I feel like you're in the Emperor energy. And so the Emperor energy can mean that you own many kingdoms. So maybe you own a bunch of businesses, but it also can mean that you're the one carrying everything, right? So the mortgage, you know, the kids, the house, everything, that you kind of like it that way, that you like to have the authority to say what is yes and what is no, what is right and what is wrong. So I feel like you're taking your time and you're being very patient because you're happy anyway. I don't think that you require any sort of relationship energy in order to make you happy. I feel like you're already happy. The High Priestess tells me that you are quiet, silent with this person. You don't really tell a whole lot of people what you're feeling. It feels like you keep all of those feelings to yourself. I don't think that you're ready for anything that is stable or sturdy like a relationship. The Four of Wands is in the reverse. And although the Nine of Cups is here, I feel like you're happy because you're not in a relationship. I think that's the way you look at it. And so it does feel like there is somebody here though that really is really tugging on your heartstrings. Who is this person? And tell me about the Six of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles in the Tower. So you're going to have some sort of a realization this week that you no longer want to be friends with somebody. I think you're friend zoning someone, that we're just going to stay as friends here. That's what it feels like. You're very attracted to this person, but I feel like this person wants different things than you do. I feel like your person is showing you very deep feelings, or they've already told you that they have quite deep feelings for you. I feel like the person, this person might make you nervous because this person is doting and kind and compassionate and they want to take care of you. But I feel like you're a person who's like, look, I don't need anybody to take care of me. I'm taking care of myself. And I feel like this person just wants to love on you and give you things and be kind and compassionate with you. I think this is a kind, compassionate friend, or somebody that that you're very attracted to, that you're not really speaking to. I feel like you're super attracted to them though. I feel like you're going to have some sort of a realization this week. Tell me why the Tower is here. The Tower is here with the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. It tells me that you're going to have a realization that you've got some deep feelings for a friend here. We do have the Four of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Cups. So I feel that's what the realization is. The realization is, if I plant this pentacle with this person, it will grow. I know that it will grow. If I make the investment, this could be very happy and exciting and celebratory. The Four of Cups in the reverse tells me I don't think that they would reject me. If I open up to them with my feelings, I don't think that they will reject you, Leo. But I feel like you're holding back because it's a Leo thing. You're holding back. You're not really sure about whether you should. It's like it will change things for you because I feel like you think that they're very good looking, they're very desirous, and I think that you like to desire them from a distance. And when it gets into the Queen of Cups, that's more emotional. And I think you'd rather deal in fire than deal with the emotions. And so I feel like you've got a choice to make here. And I say a choice, I mean, you don't have to make any choice, Leo, but it does feel like there's something tugging on you in your soul. It's the Six of Cups and the Moon energy. It's really tugging on you here. And I feel like you don't like it. It's like you miss this person. When they're silent with you, when they don't talk to you, you're manifesting them. You're thinking about them all the time. We've got the Seven of Wands and we've got the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to stand up and say something. That maybe you're going to ask them for a face-to-face meeting and maybe feel out their energy to see what's going on with them. You want to be sure before you move forward because the Emperor never goes in unless they think they're going to win. Unless the Emperor is going to win, the Emperor won't attempt it. The Emperor can't gather up all the men and send them to war if they're sort of wishy-washy on whether they'll win or not. That's not what the Emperor does. The Emperor goes in for the win, right? The Emperor is like, I'm going to win this. That's why I'm going in. All right, so we do have Pisces. We have Aries. Excuse me. Sagittarius energy. We've got Aries and Gemini energy here. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got lots of water here too. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. All right. Thanks for that beautiful season, Leo. We are looking at Virgo season. Some of you could be Virgo, Leo cusps, right? Let's talk about Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Virgo. Sneak peek for this week. Virgo, if you are interested in a private read, please look below. Everything that you need is pinned to the comments, above the comments. Tell me about Virgo, please. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo. What's coming up for Virgo this week? We are looking at the Ace of Pentacles, something brand new. You're thinking about opening some sort of a path in the 3D. This, for some of you, could be another stream of income. Possibly you're investing in something, a home, a car. We have the Moon energy here. You're not sure if you want to do it, though, because things may not be as they seem. It feels as though you don't have all the details, Virgo. There's something here that you feel. You are very much about vibration, right? There's something here that you feel, but something that you really can't see. You're not sure about what to do with the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. You don't want to be disappointed, right? We have the Lovers here. So it does feel like you have to make some sort of a choice. Like, I don't think that you have to, Virgo. I feel like it's like something that's tugging on you. It feels like you, in order to be able, excuse me, in order to be able to, yeah, you're going to have to decide. It feels like you have a choice to make here. And I feel like the choice that you want to make is probably, has something to do with love, with somebody that you're very deeply connected to. But I feel like you don't want to be disappointed. And putting your Ace of Pentacles on the table and saying, look, I want to invest in you, seems a little bit daunting, because the Moon energy is here and you don't know what to expect. It's like things are not as they seem. I don't know what to expect. I don't want to be disappointed about this Ace of Pentacles. I've been staring at it for a while. It's supposed to bring me abundance. Tell me what the Ace of Pentacles is, please. We have the Page of Swords. So you're thinking about it, going over, you know, the student is, the Page of Swords is the student. It's the one who's trying to gain clarity about the situation, trying to be really honest with the self here. Got the Empress that just showed up. Yeah, it does feel like you're quite enamored with somebody here. You have a lot of fire for the Empress, and I feel like the Empress really isn't giving you the time of day right now. I feel like the Empress is kind of, you know, just doing her own thing. The Empress could also be engaged in going to school, bettering themselves, right? That's what the Empress would do. The Empress could be very focused on his or her children. You might be watching this person do this. That might be why the Knight of Wands is here. I do feel that you want to tell this person how you feel about them, that you're very attracted to them. I feel like this person is, this Empress here, Taurus and Libra energy, someone who's very balanced, someone who's very deep, very loving and kind. This person could be very focused on their child. We have the Four of Wands here. I feel like you do want to invest in going to the next level with this person. So if you're not dating this person, you might want to ask them to date. If you're dating them already, you might want to ask them to move in, or that maybe we have to have a conversation about what does a sturdy and solid investment look like to you. For others of you, it could be that you are deciding to buy a house, that you found something that you like. And I feel like if it is a house that you're choosing, that you don't want to be disappointed in, it feels like this is where you want to raise your children. And so you're unsure about whether you should purchase the house or not, but you love it. It feels like home, but you need to make, it almost feels like you feel like you're under pressure or under a time constraint in order to make a decision. But the Knight of Wands carries a wand, and the Four of Wands is here. Five Wands to me tells me you're holding back, you're with an indecision, but there's a lot of competition for the house if it's a house that you're buying. We do have the Ace of Wands here. It is exciting. The whole situation is exciting, whether it's love or of a house here. So if it is a house, I feel like they're going to take your bid, you're going to win the house, and there will be celebration. If this is love that we're talking about, if it is somebody that you're interested in and you want to go to the next level with, I feel like if you take them out and talk about it, let them know exactly what you're feeling here. The Three of Cups is about reunion. It's about reunion and celebration and happiness. Let's pour some drinks. Let's be with friends. It does feel like this might be the week where you go out with this person, like you ask them out to celebrate at some point, and tell them what you want. It feels like you want to invest in a home, and maybe you want these two people, this woman and her mother, or this man and this woman and her child, or this man and her child, his child, sorry. You want them to live with you. It could be that as well. Tell me what comes of the Three of Cups, please. The Tower, the Emperor, and the Wands, the Seven of Wands. So I feel like you are going to stand up, that you're going to stand up for yourself here. It feels like you do have a lot of really tough boundaries, I want to say. But the Tower showing up tells me that you're having some sort of a revelation or a realization that this is exactly what you want. I feel like this person is your divine counterpart, and you know it. This person might be a single mother. It does feel like something needs to be destroyed. Destruction or change needs to come in order for any of this to work out. So when you make a decision to ask this person out, I feel like you start the ball rolling. I feel like that's part of the Tower energy, that what's going to fall to the ground is the illusion that we were just friends, or that we didn't have feelings for each other. That's what it feels like here. Tell me what the outcome is here for Virgo. Got the Knight of Swords, yeah. Communication. We have to have a talk about this. And the thing is I feel that you want to do it in a very sterile kind of way, head over heart, but I feel like it's inevitable that you bring your feelings into it, because the Ten of Cups is here, Piscean energy. It feels like Pisces is very overly emotional, right? Can be very overly emotional depending on the moon and the rising, but when it comes up in the moon as a Pisces, it can be very overly emotional. So it feels like you're trying to do it in a very detached sort of way. You just want to get the basics and the details, and you want to do it emperor fashion. You want to walk in all bossed up and say, this is what I want from you. Is this what you want? But I feel like it's going to end up a little more emotional than what you want it to be. This communication here, yeah, you're going to need to be strong here, because it feels like you're about to lose your crap. I'm going to say somebody provokes the emotion in you, and I think it's this Empress. I feel like you really do have a connection to this person, and this person sort of evokes a lot of emotion from you. When it comes to them, you're in the Ten of Cups. It's like, I really do feel that there is somebody here, whether you're feminine or masculine, that loves another, whether you're feminine or masculine, and really wants to be a father or a mother to their child, like wants to care for them and take, buy a house, bring everybody in under one roof. That's what it feels like here. So I feel like that might be a conversation that you're having this week with whomever your person is. They could be a Leo, possibly. Could be Aries, Scorpio, Gemini. Could be Libra, Taurus, Pisces, possibly. Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius. More Pisces on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you need to just use your intuition. things are going to work out the way that they should anyway, but you need to use your intuition as to whether you want to even have a conversation about that or not. All right. Let's talk about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. What's coming up? Give a sneak peek for this week, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. Libra, if you are interested in a private read, sweetheart, please look below this video. And there is a comment pinned to the top of all of the comments there. All the information is there if you want to book a reading. I'm right caught up. I'm actually a little bit ahead of schedule. All right, here we go. Tell me about Libra. What's coming up this week? Sneak peek this week for Libra. Libra, what's this? We've got the Five of Cups. You're mourning something here. Yeah. It feels like you're trying to get over something here, is what it feels like. You're trying to get over something. And it feels like you're very... how can I say? You are very... very inward. I feel like nobody can get your attention, that you're very sad, very inwardly sad here. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Cups. And the Five of Swords. Okay. I feel like you're arguing with someone about money or stability. It feels like there is somebody here that you're disconnected from. It feels like there is a fight or an argument. You have a very different way of looking at things than somebody else does. The Five of Swords, of course, it's a little bit of conflict, disagreement. I don't agree with you. It's a fundamental difference. I don't agree with you. And I feel like every time we talk about finances, I mean, this could be in a relationship, this could be with a member of the family, but it feels like every time we approach talking about finances, there's an argument because we cannot fundamentally agree on what it is we should do with the abundance. So it could be that you're in a relationship and money talks don't go very well. Look, it's one of the things that breaks up marriages, right? It could be that whenever we begin to talk, that somebody just gets frustrated, throws down their swords, and walks away. And sometimes you wonder, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is there enough love here? Are these cups upright or not? Because these, I'm just going to look at, you can see the way it is here. We've got the 5 cups that are lined up here, and there's 2 cups that are poured out here, and she's holding one, wondering where all the love is gone. Where's the love? That's what I'm hearing in my head, that song. I forget who it was. Will.i.am and Fergie, and I don't forget what they called themselves. Where's the love? That's what it feels like here. It feels like 2 people are arguing and fighting over money, and it's making everyone sad. The Hermit energy is here. We're not talking. It's very silent. Got Temperance here. Somebody's being patient by being silent. Somebody has pulled their energy back and thought, you know what, if you're not listening, I'm going to stop talking. And it feels like something needs to be healed here, but somebody needs to figure it out. I need the wisdom to figure out how I'm going to heal it. How am I going to make things stable between us? First, we have to drop our burdens. So it does feel like that. First we have to drop the burdens in order to be able to start again with the Ace of Wands. I love this depiction because this person has dropped all of their wands, right? And they're just holding on to the Ace, just holding on to hope that they're going to be able to have some sort of a new beginning. I feel like it's like a cycle is over and beginning again. Like it's the cycle of the 10 wands is you're dropping your burdens, and then you go to the Ace of Wands, and we go back on the path. We try again. Like that's what it feels like here. I don't know though, the Five of Cups is giving me a really deep impact of emotions here. And it's like somebody is ready to just walk away. One person throws down their swords and says, I'm not talking to you. Feels like there's silence here with the Hermit energy. And I need to be able to think about it, go over the details. I need more wisdom about what I need to do in this situation. And Temperance is holding space. It's like being patient until I figure it out, until I figure out if this is what I want or not. Got the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel like you're just going to take your time, and you should. Because it feels like this is something that is recurring. It keeps coming back round. Yeah, there it is. It keeps coming back round, right? Every time this particular situation comes back round again, we argue about it. Is there enough love to hold this connection together? Because I feel like there are two people. One person might have all of the abundance. The other person maybe doesn't have any. But it does feel like we're arguing to the point of splitting up over money. And this could be a family argument. This doesn't have to be a relationship. This could be fighting with your parents, fighting with a sibling. Could be that. Could be fighting within a relationship as well. But I feel like you take a really long time to get over things. I think you're a person who holds grudges. And so it's easier for you to just wrap it up and end it than it is for you to really dig into the feelings, talk about them, and maybe even admit that you're maybe wrong in some ways. Because it does feel like somebody here who's in swords, somebody here is someone who's not agreeing. I'm not agreeing to it. This is not what I'm agreeing to. I feel like that there is love here, no matter what the relationship is. And I feel like somebody here takes a really long time to forgive, to close the door on something. It takes a really long time for me to forgive you. I feel like you're a person who holds a grudge. Tell me what the outcome is here. How do we fix this? We've got Judgment. Somebody needs to make the first move. Someone needs to make the decision. Are we going to resurrect this, or is it dead? Is it done? Are we going to close the door and be done? Or are we going to resurrect it and go at the cycle one more time? We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Six of Swords. So the Five of Wands is this energy of holding back or being in indecision about making the decision. So the Judgment, I feel like the universe is saying to you, if you want another chance at it, if you want to go again at the next cycle, if you want to end it and start again and remember that you two are in love, and that you could probably work things out if you want to stay together. But it does feel like somebody here has to make a decision, and somebody is in indecision. So I don't know if you're leaving it up to them, but I feel like it's probably you that's feeling like, I'm not sure if I want to go at this again. I'm tired of arguing about money. I'm tired of arguing about the housework. The King of Pentacles is 3D things, right? I'm tired of arguing about the housework. I'm tired of arguing about who's gonna go get the oil changes. I'm tired of arguing about the mortgage and the money and where we're putting it. It feels like somebody here is thinking, maybe I just won't go at it again. Maybe I will just let it go. The Judgment is, maybe I'll just continue to hold back. Maybe I'll just move forward myself. We do have the Strength card. So I feel like it is a decision. The thing is I feel like you two are very connected in fire. I feel like Strength can also be quite sexual energy, right? So I feel like you're really holding on to somebody tight because there is a great chemistry between you, but I feel like it's all the other things that you don't agree on. We do have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands and the Magician. Somebody here needs to make a decision. I feel like the ships that are coming in is the Magician. Are we going to fix it, use the tools that we have to fix it? Or is somebody going to end up on the outside looking in? I'm going to leave that with you. I feel like somebody here is either an Empress or dealing with an Empress and is going to surprise the Empress with some sort of invitation to healing or hope, possibly. It's time for us to heal and then we can talk. So I feel like this this energy of the Hermit energy is probably a good idea. I feel like somebody withdrew their energy and is thinking about it, trying to gain wisdom. What is it that I really want? Do I want to try again? Do I want to close the door? I know that I'm in love, but if this thing keeps happening over and over again, I'm just not going to be able to figure it out. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it at all. It feels like somebody is a grudge holder. It takes you a long time to get over arguments. So we have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We also have Gemini and Aries energy here, Virgo. We have Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo energy again, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, and Taurus. There's a lot of abundance here. I really do believe that two people really love each other, but I don't know if the differences are going to be able to iron themselves out, is all. All right, Scorpio, let's figure it out. What's going on for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. Scorpio, if you are interested in a private read, please look below this this video. Pinned to the comments is all the information you'll need to book me over at Wizio. It's it's cheaper than you think it is to do so. Tell me about Scorpio, please. What's coming up this week? Sneak peek for this week, Scorpio. Scorpio, looks like it's going to be a fun week for you. Feels like it's a week of celebration, or maybe blowing off some steam. I do see that as people coming together, right? Celebration, friends getting together, possibly a soul tribe here. Feels like there is some happiness in your week. We do have, oh, somebody might have gotten a promotion or a raise here. That's what it looks like here. We're celebrating a lot of abundance. So somebody here may have purchased a house or purchased a car, but it does feel like it is somebody who is celebrating getting the job, getting the account, getting the upgrade in life, in the 3D department. That's what it looks like here. So somebody here might be getting a bonus, may have gotten the big account, and it's going to bring in a lot of money. It's time to celebrate. We've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Hermit. Okay, so we haven't worked out the details. Maybe it's a little bit of premature celebration. That's what it feels like here. We haven't necessarily worked out all the details. I'm trying to get clarity on what it means to have these 10 pentacles. Could also be celebrating two people who have come together and decided that they want to have a long-term relationship, but we haven't necessarily nailed down all the details. But for some of you, it is the finance and the work thing, that there is some money coming to you wherever it comes from, and it's like we're celebrating it a little bit prematurely because we haven't nailed down all the details or figured it out. Ace of Swords in the reverse is like muddy waters to me. It's like yeah, it's not yet been confirmed. That's what it feels like here. Like the details have not yet been confirmed. Tell me about the Three of Cups here. Got the Wheel of Fortune. But you're positive that things are changing in the right direction. Things are moving in the right direction, and it's very exciting. Okay, so I feel like you do have it. I feel like I want to say that you do have the promotion, or you do have the raise. Maybe they're opening a new department for you, but it feels like there is a reason to celebrate here because there is a new beginning regardless. So maybe you haven't ironed out all the details about how much of a raise you're getting, or you know, maybe it's like they're going to give you a credit card for the company, and maybe you'll travel, and maybe you don't know all the details about the promotion. It also could be that we are celebrating the coming together of two people who've decided they want to be in a long-term relationship. It could be that as well. But the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing, right? It is expansion, right? We've got the 10 of Pentacles and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Look, somebody's about to make a really big deal. Maybe you're a realtor and you're selling a house and it's going to sell for a lot. But it feels like there is a lot of abundance involved here, and abundance and excitement and change and expansion. It feels like this could be a new job for some of you because of the Eight of Cups. You could have walked away from an old job, and that you are in a new position and it's going to pay much more, or maybe you've already been selected for the position, but you haven't ironed out all the details, what the pay is, all of that. You just know it's going to be a lot more. Tell me more about this. Tell me about the Hermit, please. Hermit and the Eight of Cups. If you are a person who's looking at walking away from wherever you are now in terms of your workplace, I feel like if you go to the next job, it pays a lot. That you don't know how it's going to work itself out, but you do get a victory of some sort. So that's what we're celebrating. We're celebrating a victory of some sort here. Celebrating a victory that that came out of nowhere. Like, it feels like it just completely came out of nowhere. It was silent. It was quiet. We weren't talking about it. It could be something that you wanted to do for a very long time. It feels like somebody contacts you and says, hey, remember you applied for this job as the CEO or the president or whatever it is? We would like to talk to you again about that. It's like you go out and you know that this is going to work itself out, that it's going to be a lot of, like a big upgrade in your pentacle world. Yeah, there's something that's changing really big time in the very best way for you, Scorpio. So whether this is relationship energy, it could be because the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Cups tells me that we're celebrating a long-term relationship. It could be an anniversary, possibly. Tell me more. What's coming up here? We have the Chariot. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Two of Swords. So it could be two people who are dating, and after a very long time together, they've decided, look, we're going to move in together, we're going to get married, it's a long-term thing, and that might be what we're celebrating here, because we do have the Chariot and the Two of Cups, which tells me that somebody did want victory all along in the Two of Cups, and it feels like we're finally announcing it to other people. If it's relationship related, it feels like we're finally telling other people, in probably a very long time of dating, maybe, because the block is here with the Two of Swords, that maybe I had to work out my feelings. I didn't want to look at it with my eyes, and you know, it's appealing to look at, it's a good situation to look at, but I wanted to feel it out. So I feel like you were kind of standing on guard, or maybe keeping yourself guarded before making a decision about moving forward with all of this. But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune showing up, that it's divine timing. So you really couldn't, it's not like you could hold back from making a decision. You don't really have a choice about that, right? The sun is here. You've made the right choice. So whether it is that you're going to accept the job, accept the promotion, or if it's relationship related that you've decided now we're going to solidify it, it is officially long-term and we are working towards something together. I feel like the Ace of Swords is telling me that maybe you weren't clear on all the details about somebody wanted here, but I feel like you're celebrating because it feels like we're going to work on something together, whether it's a project or whether it's brand new love, that we're going to figure it out here. We're going to heal the situation, get stable in the mind about what we want, and then we're going to move forward here. We do have Leo that you could be dealing with. Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, more Cancer, Sagittarius. We've also got the Hermit energy that is Virgo. Right, Scorpio, it sounds like a cool week for you. All right, Sag, here we go. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the fire family. Sagittarius, sneak peek for this week. Sag, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. On all of my videos, you will see a pinned comment. Give you all the information you need if you'd like to book a reading over at Wizio. Tell me about Sagittarius, please, for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius. What? Sag, you're in a brand new place here. It feels like you are about to take some type of a leap of faith, or you're about to clear the slate and make it clean and start again. Feels like your friends are warning you, though. It feels like people who love you are warning you and saying, be careful, open your eyes and make sure that you know what you're going to do. Like, it feels like this is some sort of a thing that you have been working on for a while. You've been kind of trying to build some sort of bridge between you and somebody else, and now it's time to take the leap of faith. It feels like you've conquered some sort of an obstacle here, but I feel like there are people in your life who are still warning you. warning you. Remember about the past. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're jumping right into fire, my friend. That's what it looks like here. We've got the Ten of Wands. Because you're resilient. What else is going on here? Tell me more about Sag. We've got the Justice card. The Death card is in the reverse. Oof. But something hasn't changed, Sag. It feels like you want to jump headfirst into this Ace of Wands energy, into the excitement, the passion of it, going on some sort of a new creative path. Maybe you're going to travel, take it as it resonates for you. But it feels like there are people around you that are warning you, remembering how in the past that you had all kinds of balance while you were by yourself. And now you're about to jump into something headfirst that's fire first, I'm going to say. Something that you're beginning in fire. The Ten of Wands tells me that you just came out of a really tough cycle, or a cycle that made you feel really heavily burdened, but you're resilient. So it almost feels like somebody just got out of a relationship and is about to jump into another, and the people in your life are telling you, take some time to heal, take some time to balance, heal the Ten of Wands first, balance and have justice in the Ten of Wands. It feels like the people in your life are saying, careful, this person may not have changed. The Death card is in the reverse. Maybe nothing has changed and you're just going to go another round, and the people that love you the most in your life are warning you before you step off the edge. Tell me about the Fool. Now this could be anything. This could be love, this could be a job, this could be going on a trip, moving across the world. We've got the Six of Wands. We've got the Emperor. And we have the Two of Swords. Look, I feel like you want the victory with the Emperor, but you're doing it blind. That's what it feels like here with the Two of Swords. It feels like you're doing it blind. You're like, that's an Emperor, I'm going to run at that thing. That's what it feels like here. And I feel like you want to have some sort of a new beginning, because this person, I feel that you are very confident that they are somebody who is sent to you, somebody who picked you. Seven of Cups. I just hope that you're not in pick-me energy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not that you're in this pick-me sort of energy. I feel like you feel that you have a soulmate connection or a deep connection to somebody here, and that you would choose them. I feel like you are choosing them. There's the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is the one who is emotionally available. They're really good in a hard, choppy situation, right? They're good in choppy waters here. This person's very abundant. They're very deep. They are somebody who doesn't show a whole lot of feeling on the surface, though. Part of the Emperor energy. The Emperor might be coming back to town, and you might be really excited about having some sort of a new beginning. It feels like this person, though, has become the Emperor because they have conquered a lot of hard stuff in their past. Why are you just jumping in without... Like, I feel like your friends are warning you because you're like, nah, brah, he's here, I'm going. She's here, I'm out. If that's the person, it's like, maybe that person hasn't changed. Tell me why the Two of Swords is here. Why are you just jumping in blind here? Because they're a soulmate. It's like a feeling that you have. Maybe you've known this person for a long time. They are somebody that you have happy memories with, emotional connection to, that is... yeah, it's a happy emotional connection, happy memories that you have with this person. We do have the Eight of Wands. I think that this person is going to admit to you that you are a soulmate. It feels like this Emperor is going to say to you, look, you are my soulmate. I know it now. And I've manifested you. Then why is everybody else so freaked out? Because it feels like your friends are worried that something is going to go wrong. It's like they feel the Emperor has something to hide. They don't particularly trust the Emperor because this person is miserly. They're miserly with their money and their time. their energy. The Eight of Cups tells me that maybe some of your family or friends thinks that this person is very emotionally detached, or that it's too soon after walking away from a different relationship, which is what I was thinking at the beginning, is what I was feeling at the beginning, is that you're headed straight into another relationship without allowing for any healing time in between. So the Wheel of Fortune has come out, and so because the Death card was on the bottom of the deck, it feels like you do have people around you who are worried that this person hasn't changed. I want to say you have changed for sure. The Wheel of Fortune is here, but maybe this person has changed. That maybe they're not necessarily emotionally detached anymore. What is this change here for Sagittarius? What's changed? The Tower. The Moon. And the Knight of Cups. Okay, so I feel like this person has never told you their feelings before. This person has never admitted their feelings to you. The Tower is here, which is going to cause a shift and a change, but it's going to be here for a good reason. It feels like the Wheel of Fortune is here saying that things have to change. There's no way around it. You don't have a choice. It's like things do have to change here. But the Moon energy tells me that things are not as they seem, that there is some sort of an emotional attachment or connection here. Somebody detached from you, and now they're coming back, ready to love you again. And the Nine of Wands is here. They could be the wounded warrior, and maybe you're just exhausted with the whole situation, and you're just ready to move forward here. Tell me what the outcome is here. Chariot tells me that you feel pretty confident that you're going to get the victory, regardless of. It's like you've been waiting for the Ace of Wands to add to the 9 so you could just drop your burdens and carry on with this person. We could be talking about Cancer or Pisces, Scorpio, another Sagittarius. I feel like you are the one that has changed, but maybe this person is not. Tell me what the outcome is here. We have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, and the Sun. Look, this person, this Emperor is coming in to sweep you off your feet, my friend. That's what it is. And you know what? Maybe the people who are in your life are worried that maybe the Emperor hasn't changed, but it feels like there has been not only a change, but an awakening. Somebody has come out of their shadow work with a realization that they have feelings, and they're on their way to you to tell you that. But the Hierophant and the Sun is like, I'm absolutely sure. I feel, Sag, that you are 100% sure that this person does want the commitment and something that is long-term. What else can you tell us about Sag? Yeah, I feel like you've gotten some sort of an aha moment, a realization here. That as long as this person is willing to be honest and truthful with you, as long as they are willing to go over some of the facts, I feel like the King of Swords is telling me we're going to have a conversation before I even jump off the edge here. But the Ace of Swords is clarity. It's clearing up confusion. Confusion as to why we departed, or why somebody moved on or moved along without you here. So I feel like you're going to get all the answers that you want here. I feel like you will be going on a new path. Temperance is a Three of Cups. Yeah, it feels like it is divine timing here. It is a moment of alchemy. It's time for you to be happy, Sag. And I was kind of skeptical. I'm just saying, I was kind of skeptical that of how the cards are being laid out. But look, there's no way you can deny, like the Sun, the Hierophant, to the Ten of Cups. Like it is for real, for real. This person is coming in, and they're coming in being absolutely truthful and honest with you about why they left or carried on, went on a new path. Because it's like sometimes people have to leave each other's presence because they need to heal, they need to learn things, and you couldn't do that together. You had to do that apart. And I feel like that's what happened here. But I feel like something's about to come back together again. The reunion is here. Four of Swords in the reverse tells me we've healed, and now we're going to speak with each other again. All right. Sag, what is with these big readings you're giving me? So we do have Cancer energy here. We do have Pisces, Cancer. We have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Aries energy. We have more Aries energy, Libra, sorry, not Libra, but Leo. We have more Leo. We have Taurus. And yeah, that's it. Wow. Wow, Sag. Looks like something big is coming at you this week. All right, Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn for the week ahead. No, sorry, for this week. Sneak peek for this week, not the week ahead, not yet anyway. Sneak peek for this week for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cappies, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. There is a pinned comment to the top of the comments. Everything you need is there. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is a week of keeping yourself in balance whilst you're making some type of 3D decision here. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Hanged One. And we have the Seven of Wands. So it does feel like there is a decision that needs to be made here, but I feel like you need perspective. So I'm going to say don't jump into it. The Page of Wands wants you to take a risk, wants you to jump into it blind, but I don't think that you will. I feel like you are listening to your intuition here, and you're trying to look at it from all perspectives. It's almost like you're like, if they say this, I'll say that. If they do this, I'll do that. And why did they do those other things? And is this going to be good for me? It's like you're no longer, it's like you feel like you might have to make some sort of a sacrifice in order to be able to, like this person, it feels almost like the Page of Wands is giving me an immature energy. So maybe this person is like, come on, let's go. Don't worry about this planning, solid, strategic kind of way that you are, Capricorn. Just jump in with me. Just trust me. Just jump in with me. But I feel like you're in this hanged energy here, that you're pausing for a moment because you do have boundaries, and I feel like you do value who you are, that you know your value, and so you've got some boundaries in place for a reason. But somebody here is pressing you. It's almost like they're pressing you to make a decision. It's like, come on, make the decision. Somebody wants to, yeah, get on some sort of new path, but they want you to make the decision to follow them. Tell me what the Two of Pentacles is. We've got the Three of Wands. Got the Two of Wands. There's five. You're holding back. This could very much be for somebody who wants you to travel with them. Like maybe they're like, I know you don't have a whole lot of money in the bank. I'll pay you. I'll pay for the trip. Just come with me. I feel like you do want to go, that you do want the adventure. I feel like you do want the expansion. You want the opportunity to be able to learn something. And it looks like it's a very happy thing to do. Why is this Page of Wands bothering me though? Tell me about the Page of Wands. I don't know. It's giving me this sort of iffy energy of someone who's maybe not so prepared. Somebody who is like trying to just get you to follow them because it's like, yeah, they're just ready to go. They're ready to fly. Why am I hearing that? Come fly with me. Who's that? I know I don't sing very well. I don't usually bust into song. Don't be panicked. That sounds like Sinatra. Isn't that the song that they play for cruise ships? Or maybe it is for, I'm thinking about a commercial. Like maybe they play it for airplane commercial. It does feel like it's a trip or a risky situation here. Tell me about this Page of Wands. Why is this Page of Wands trying to talk you into going with them? We have the Strength card. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Moon energy. This person is not very happy. Okay, so that kind of reads more into it. Like it almost feels here, Capricorn, that somebody is not happy with their situation, their current situation in this moment. Something has happened. Maybe the party's over. Maybe they've gotten out of a relationship. Whatever it is, the Five of Cups is making them sad. There's water under the bridge. And so I feel like this person is feeling a little reckless, I want to say. You know, like maybe they're just They're just separated, not yet divorced, and they're like, now I'm going to go have fun. Like, that's the Page of Wands energy is giving me. It's giving me somebody who doesn't really care what happens. They just want to go. It's like they're running from something. So they're trying to get you to make the decision to come with them. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Why is this person sad? It's something to do with love. Okay. So yeah, somebody broke up with them. So that's why this person, it's like they just need cohorts. It feels like somebody broke up with them. They're really sad, and it broke up in a really hard way. And I feel like this person just needs to run. They need to get away, and they're trying to get you to come with them. Tell me what is going on here. King of Cups is here. We do have the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. This is your friend. I do feel like this person is your friend. I feel like they're a person who doesn't usually show their feelings on the surface. They're not showing people how really truly sad they are underneath all of this. It feels like they're in kind of a dark place. Should Capricorn go? I feel like they really want your support. They want you to go. This is a friend of yours, someone possibly that you work with. Should Capricorn go? What's the decision Capricorn makes here? The Hermit, Five of Swords, fundamental differences, Four of Wands. I feel like you have things to tend to at home. I think that's what you're going to tell them. Look, I'm barely staying in balance as it pertains to my finances. This person's like, I'm going to pay the bill. Don't worry about it. But you're like, no, I can't do that. I've got to work. I've got things that I've got to do. I've got to keep, you know, the home fires burning here. There is a fundamental difference between you and somebody else. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're going to reject the change. It feels like that this person has the Wheel of Fortune. Your friend or whoever this person is in relation to you, they have the Wheel of Fortune, and things are changing for them. And I feel like things aren't changing for you. I feel like you need to let them go. Let them go do their thing. Why is this coming up? Why are we worried about this person? Five of Wands, Knight of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups. I feel like you don't think that they should go. It's almost like you have some sort of... We've got Cups here, so I want to say that it's intuitive energy or something that you don't think that they should go. There's something that's holding you back. So please listen to your intuition. That I feel like somebody here is... Yeah, it feels like this person who's acting quite immature, if they're not immature, is somebody who's just like going on a rip-roaring drunk, going to Cabo, and is just going to drink all the tequila and find all the pretty women or the hot men. Like, it feels like one of those, but you're like, no, I can't. I've got stability to worry about here. I've got to work. I've got, you know, other people who depend on me. So I feel like your intuition is telling you not to go. We've got the Fool. We got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. It does feel like you feel like it's a crash and burn situation. You feel like the tower is falling on this other person, and what you don't want to do is talk them out of it. But this person, I feel like they're on this sort of this new path where they want to nurture themselves, but I feel like it feels like it's a crash and burn situation. It feels like it's the ending of something for them, and they're kind of out of sorts, but it feels like you shouldn't follow them. Or it's going to cause, yeah, it's like, because this person I feel is off the rails. I want to say this person's off the rails. Capricorn, look, it could be you. I don't know. Take it as it resonates for you. Maybe it's the other way around. But this is a crash and burn situation. Something that is not really very savory or good is going to happen on that trip. And I think that intuitively that you know that. We do have Aries here. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Sagittarius energy. Scorpio energy. We do have Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, more Pisces energy, and Leo. Scorpio at the bottom of the deck. Right, that was kind of weird, wasn't it? That was probably very specific for someone, and it makes no sense to anyone else. Okay, let's look at you, Aquarius. Tell me what's going on for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. Sneak peek for this week, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius this week? Tell me about Aquarius for this week. Aquarius, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. There's a pinned comment in the comments area. Just saw the Queen of Cups pop out here. Tell me about Aquarius. Okay, and we ask and we shall receive. There's Aquarius. So there is, this is a week of you not really being able to make a decision. And I don't think it's because you don't want to. I think that you're being careful. It feels like you need to be careful about something that possibly there is a decision that you need to make, but you're in the dark about it. You're trying to feel it out. There's a situation here this week that you're trying to feel out before you make any movements, before you decide, before you make a decision. With the Hierophant, for some of you, it could be about a commitment. It also, for others of you, it could be about, if you make this decision, it could take you off your path, and the Hierophant's never going to get off their path. This person always does the right thing. They do the right thing. They are on a path that is very specific and solid and sturdy, and I'm very loyal to this path. It could be a spiritual path, could be a religious path. Somebody's making a decision possibly about a commitment. Tell me more about this. Got the Seven of Swords. But maybe you don't trust the situation. And we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's confusing. I feel like you don't know what to do. It's a worrisome situation. And it could be about getting into some sort of commitment. But it also could be whether, because it feels like if you don't go with the commitment, you're on your own path. And I feel like you've been on your own path before and you don't mind being on your own path. But it feels like there's something here that you don't trust about the situation. It's like you can't nail it down. I don't know what it is, Elsie. I'm not really sure what it is. But there's a feeling here. It's like an overwhelming feeling that I don't have all the details and that somebody here is not being honest with me. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Tell me why you're holding out, not making the decision right now. Three of Swords. Yeah, something in your gut is telling you no. You don't want to be disappointed. There might be fundamental differences here. So this person could either be spiritual or religious. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe you're not spiritual or religious. Maybe they're religious, you're spiritual. That could be a problem. But it feels like it is fundamental differences. 3 and 2 is 5. That's the 5 swords, which is something here is causing conflict and disagreement. And it's like we still have not come to a place where we agree. It's like there's some details that have not been worked out and you really don't trust the situation. It's not that you don't trust the person, because the Hierophant is very trustworthy. They're always doing the right thing. But it's like I don't want to get into a situation where I'm in a commitment and we have these differences. A lot of people want to skip over to the good part. They want to skip to the good part. Let's talk about these things after we get married. Let's talk about these things after we move in together. It never works out that way. It doesn't. All these fundamental differences, like important things, whether we're having kids or not, what religion we're going to be, like all of those things need to be worked out ahead of time. Some people think that, oh, you're attracted to me, I'm attracted to you. Whoa, there we go. We have a relationship. And then it crashes and burns in 3 years. And then we have another one on the bedpost. You know what I mean? Another notch on the bedpost. And that's all we get. So we have the 8 of Wands here. And so things are about to, I feel like this feels like there's about to be some pressure put on you here. Somebody's about to put some pressure on you about saying yes or no. And I feel like if you get pressured, Aquarius, you will say no. Because if the answer isn't yes, an emphatic, clear, transparent, factual yes, you will say no. And although this is Taurus energy, and this person, whether they're a Taurus or not, is not my concern, but they are moving very slowly. It feels like you're not really comfortable with the pace that things are going, because in your mind, I just don't trust the situation because there's things we haven't really talked about yet. 10 of Cups, we have the Star, and we have the 6 of Cups. So you do have nostalgia with this person. You know them. You've known them for a long time. They're probably a friend of the family. Or that maybe you two have dated for a long time, to a point where your family really knows them really well. Like maybe you've been together 7 or 10 months already, and the family really knows them really well and really likes them. And that could be a hard thing too. Because I feel like the family is hoping that you two will get together, because maybe you grew up together. This tells me that you've either known each other for a long time, or that you two are soulmates. Like, people will say, oh, they're going to end up together. Like, it feels like the family is trying to encourage it. I feel like your family really likes them. We have the 4 of Cups. I feel like you're ready to reject somebody's offer, though. And that's not going to make anybody happy but you. And so I feel like you're stuck with a really tough decision to make here. Tell me about the 7 of Swords. What is it that you don't trust about the situation, Aquarius? What is it that you don't trust about the situation? We've got the Death card. We've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And we've got the 10 Wands. Very interesting. So to me, the Ace of Swords in the reverse is I don't have enough clarity. It's kind of muddy waters. When I live in a place that, you know, I'm in Canada. We have all kinds of waters, but a lot of our lakes are very murky. And some of the lakes aren't very clean. And so as a kid, you know, right, I would jump into the lake and I would put on my goggles, right? And you can't really see anything under. It's just like murky. That's what I'm seeing right now. It's like somebody's in murky waters here and is feeling very burdened about making a decision that is going to change everything, because the Death card is here. So I feel, Aquarius, for you, it's either we go forward and we do get married, or we do have this big commitment, or I'm leaving. That's it. It's over. I'm done. Because I don't have all the details, and I need more details before I make a decision. You need more honest and truthful facts before you make a decision. What is it you're murky on here? The Ace of Wands. So I feel like there's a good physical connection here, that it's a very exciting connection, but I don't know that you know that it has longevity. Tell me what happens between Aquarius and this person here. We have the 3 of Wands. I think you want to take your time. You do have a lot of feelings for this person. You are in love, I feel, and that there are romantic feelings here. But I feel you want to take your time. The Knight of Pentacles just came up in the reverse. You're not ready. Nope. You're not ready. Things have stopped in their tracks. And the 3 of Cups is here. And everyone else is ready to celebrate the commitment. But you're like, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't necessarily know that I want the commitment. The family's happy, but you're not. That's what it feels like here. So I feel like you're going to be making some sort of a big decision this week. And you're going to need the help of your intuition. And I feel like you're going to probably go away and be by yourself. Because somebody here is trying to figure out whether this is what I want or not. Do I want the stable relationship part of it? Should we move in together if that's the commitment? Should we get engaged? We do have the Tower energy here with the Sun. I feel like you're going through some sort of a revolution here. The Lovers is here. It's like you're having some sort of a breakthrough or realization about soulmate energy. Yeah, you're gonna have to, there's you, right? King of Swords. You're gonna have to make a decision. Either you're gonna have to say yes, or you're gonna have to bring it to an end, a complete end. So there's like no in between for you. It's not like you're going to say, oh, I'm not ready yet, maybe we should wait. It's either going to be a yes or a no. It's like, if you need the commitment right now, then I'm out the door. Don't pressure Aquarius to make a decision. We have Pisces energy here. We have Scorpio and Leo on the bottom of the deck. We do have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy here. We've got more Aquarius energy here. We've got Scorpio again. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here as well. We've got lots of air energy. There's a lot of thinking going on, not a lot of action to be taken just yet. All right, Pisces, let's get to it. Let's find out what's coming up for you. Your readings are so interesting lately, Pisces. You've got a lot of stuff going on. Hey, tell me what's going on. You've got some very interesting energies coming up lately for you. Excuse me, hang on. Get something to drink. There we go. Tell me about Pisces, my two freshest friends. My water fam, what is up with Pisces? If you're interested in a private reading, Pisces, about any of the energies that are your own personal energies, please look below this video. Pinned to the top of the comments is a pinned comment that has all the information that you need. Wow. See? Things are just like falling into place for you, Pisces. What's going on here? Why is the Two of Cups here? I feel like there are some feelings that are under the surface here. Yeah, are they ever? That's what it looks like. Somebody is holding back their feelings, Pisces, and I don't think it's you. I think it's somebody who could be moving really slow. They could be an earth energy, maybe Taurus, Virgo. This is Capricorn energy here, but it feels like there is somebody who is hiding their feelings from you. That's what it feels like here. Seven of Pentacles. They're thinking about whether or not it's worth it to put in the work with Pisces. Is it worth it? Should I nurture this? Ten of Swords, or is it over? Hey now, don't dream it's over. That's what I just heard. Tell you what, there isn't much I do in my life that music doesn't bring me messages. That's for sure. I have music in my head from the 1950s forward up till now. I listen to current music. I'm 56 and I listen to current music. I like rap. I like all sorts of things. And yeah, that's a song that's from way back there. Forget who sings it. It's a Canadian band, I think. So I feel like there is somebody here who's trying to decide about you, Pisces. That's what it feels like. And there are feelings under the surface. This person has not expressed themselves to you yet. They're trying to figure out with the Seven of Coins whether they want to cast their seeds of intention. What is their intention is what they're trying to figure out. What is my intention with being with Pisces? Should I follow that intention and work really hard on it because I feel like it's going to take a lot of hard work? Or should I just end it and be done with it? Just finally just let it go, release it. Tell me about the Two of Cups, please. We do have the Hermit. So this person is not currently speaking with you. You're not speaking with them. It's very quiet, but I don't think it's quiet for the reasons you think it is. It's not that they don't want to talk to you. I think that this person is trying to come up with some sort of plan. Plan for stability. How do we move really slow? How long is this going to take? There's a lot of things we need to go over. I need more wisdom. I need to, it feels like somebody here has gone into Hermit energy because they don't know what they want. And it feels like they're trying to find their light. This light, of course, the Hermit is the healing light of the star, right? Card number 17, after the Tower. So your person may have already gone through some sort of a tower. We have the Page of Swords. Somebody's observing you from a distance here. They're very observant. This person's very alert. They're wondering if they're ready to face the challenge of having to put a whole lot of hard work into this if they decide to say something to you. Is it going to be swords? Is it going to be solid, grounded? We've got the Star. So I feel like this person is wishful, hopeful that things are going to work out. It does feel like somebody here is about to make a decision about you and you have no idea of this. Like you might feel that something is up because if you're a Pisces, right, especially if it's in the moon or the sun or the rising, that it's very, like you have a feeling that something is about to happen here. It feels like you have a deep connection to somebody here. And I do feel like with the star energy that this person sees you as all of it. You're the brightest smile in the room. You're the person that they look for in a room when they walk in. It feels like they really adore you. This person could be viewing you online because we do have the Page of Swords here, who is the one who is the observant one, right? The one who could be watching you. And if you are the star, like if you do have a platform somewhere, or even if you're in the neighborhood and you work in the neighborhood and they frequent the neighborhood, you also could work together with the Pentacles here. So it does feel like there's somebody who is noticing you and they want to say something to you. They're watching you, could be from a distance. We've got the Ten of Wands. Sorry, I stopped because I just heard, I think it was Winona the Judds. No, it wasn't. It was, it's not the Judds. It's actually, it's that song From a Distance. The ocean meets the sea. Oh, the song is called From a Distance. Bette Midler. That's who it is. We have the Ten of Wands. So somebody here is wanting to drop their burdens. Maybe they feel, Pisces, that maybe you have burdens that you are not willing to let go of. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's what's sort of making them hesitate just a little bit. They're waiting for a sign. They're waiting for divine timing here. This person has gone through an ending and now they're making decisions about their life here that I feel is, they're really huge decisions. It feels like this person needs to make this decision because it's weighing heavy on them. They're choosing, somebody here is choosing not to drop their burdens. Somebody here is choosing to live in the chaos or the trauma of the past. It does feel like this person who is watching you is waiting for a sign from the universe as to when to move forward. They do want to move forward, but it feels like they're being patient and they're watching you from a distance. This person may need to end something, make a decision to end something before they come forward to you. And I don't think you know any of this. I feel like this might be stuff that you're feeling, or maybe you're seeing it in readings, but I don't think that it's happening real time. With the World card here, it feels like this person is carrying heavy burden and they're waiting for the universe to tell them when it's time to drop the burdens. When it's time for them to end something, to make a really big decision that's going to change their life when they close a chapter of their life. It's huge energy of like, I need to make a decision, but I need to wait. This person is waiting to make some sort of a decision to end something else. And I think that this person is just probably not happy in the job, in the relationship, whatever it is. It's become really burdensome for them and they can't seem to drop those burdens here. We do have the Strength. We have the Fool. Yep. Look at that. Wow. Pisces, your readings have been a little wild lately. They've been a little intense. Like, not necessarily wild, but super intense. So Pisces, everything is about to change. There's about to be a new chapter that's showing up for you here. And I feel like you need to be strong. You need to be really strong and hold yourself back. Because I think this is something so big that you can't even imagine. The thing that you thought would never happen, the thing that you thought would just never happen, not in 100 million years would it ever happen. That's the thing that's going to happen. Because there is somebody else here who could be a Virgo or a Pisces, maybe a Sagittarius or an Aries, maybe a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius maybe. This person here has been moving super slow in their life toward making some sort of a decision that's going to change everything. And it's not only going to change everything for them, but it's going to change everything for you. They're going through a broken heart. It does feel like somebody here is going through a broken heart in the future, and I don't think it's you. This is somebody that you're not speaking with. They're going through all sorts of things, Pisces, and it feels like it's going to change everything, and it's going to bring a new path for you. The Fool is here. Somebody's going to ask you to leap in, take a leap of faith with them. Tell me what the outcome is here. We have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Sun. But we have to clear up our differences. There's no way that we can have a long-term anything or have any of this abundance if we don't clear up the fundamental differences that we had that put us here in the first place. Because it does feel like somebody here did not choose you, Pisces, because maybe you were where they had to reach. That will happen. Feminines or masculines, men and women do it all the time. It's like you don't reach for the thing that'll make you change, that'll pull you out of your comfort zone. And I feel like I'm either talking about you or them. Take it as it resonates for you. But it feels like somebody here is not... They want to let this go because I feel like they have undeniable feelings for you. They're not happy here. This is not anything about you. This is something that they're doing on their own. But in doing this, I feel like they've been watching you grow, watching you become the star, watching you become solid in you know, intelligent, growing in your mind, growing in your life. And this person, I feel, wants to have something long-term with you, but they know that there's going to be a spotlight on the hardships you two have had in the past. There's going to be hardships on our fundamental differences. We have to decide where we're going from here and who's making the decisions. What is the outcome here for Pisces, please? Tell me about the outcome for Pisces. I feel like this week is a week that you're going to be going through a lot of feelings. Like, I don't see anything here that indicates that anybody's reaching out with communication. There's no communication here, unless it's the Page of Swords. It could be, but to me, it feels like somebody's watching you while they're in hermit mode, while they're in this hermit energy by themselves, making the decision about making a major life change, that they're watching you. So you could be someone, maybe you're a tarot reader, and they're watching you to see what sort of advice you're going to give. It could be that. It doesn't have to be, of course, but it feels like you do have... there's a spotlight on you somewhere, so they can easily arrive and watch you. So they're watching you through the screen, or they're watching you in the grocery store, or do you know what I mean? It's like maybe the workplace. I don't know, but they do have access to you somehow. So tell me about this. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Death card, and we've got the Five of Cups. So somebody does feel here that these changes that they're going through are making them sad, upset. And it's going to take a long time for them to heal from whatever it is that they're going through right now. They're up in their head with sadness. Things are breaking up. Somebody here is stuck in their emotions, stuck in nostalgia with you. They're brokenhearted because they're stuck in some sort of thought memory pattern with you of the fun times that you had in the past. They're thinking about obsessively about being heartbroken about not being with you. Sad and heartbroken. There's something here that they need to change, but it's taking a really long time to change this. Look, I could read forever, but we've got Justice. Look, it's coming at you, my friend. It's coming at you, and it's coming out of nowhere because the High Priestess is here. It's going from silence to justice because somebody has made a decision that you don't know about. Made a decision about you. And the thing is I feel like that they're ending their situation anyway. I don't think it's because of you, but I feel like they are watching you for some reason. We've got Sagittarius, Aries energy. We've got Leo. We've got Virgo and Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. More Sagittarius and Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. More Aquarius energy. We've got Earth energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got more Virgo and Cancer energy. I'm just going to leave that right there. Pisces, thank you so much for watching here. I do appreciate you. And if you made it up to here, I do appreciate you too. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye-bye.